I ain't this short, am I? Oh, hold on. I will. I ain't this short, am I? Hold on. And then I usually sit back. Yo? Yeah, minor injuries. How's it going? Speaking of minor, how's your recovery? Tell me you've switched out the electrical tape. I mean, I know it's good to protect from shock. Going into shock would be terrible, but yo. How's the YouTube's volume? Because normally I have very granular control over the Pretzel Rocks, but tonight we're playing the YouTube. To which it's 2 notches during the intro and 1 notch during this part, so it's not like I have very many notches. Clean them up, put vet bond in there and regular bandages. Yeah, I learned from Project Zomboid that you want to use a disinfectant and clean your dirty rags after you've used them. That game's a little too specific in the injuries though. It's kind of funny for that. Welcome and stuff. Welcome, Mike Walrus. How goes? I love that GIF, by the way. Mike, that's a good one. The sour please. That's a good one. That's a proper GIF emote. That's a really good one. What is vet bond? It kind of sounds familiar. Is it like a liquid skin that helps like regrow and other good stuff? Like I want to say sort of like a tonic medicine that does like good things for you. I had a barrage of things that I used way back in the day when getting lots of piercings. I had a little kit of about 5 things that were kind of amazing. For various situations and other whatnot. It was kind of awesome. I sort of miss having that, but I don't really need it anymore. Oh yeah, that's starting to sound a little tiny bit loud. I don't get granular control over this. It's kind of funny. Let's see if we open up. We'll open up. Is music too loud? Let me know. Post comments. Oh, battle screen. Hey, why didn't that go? My little weird star thing doesn't go anymore. Everything looked really wide for a sec. Welcome to Pixel Shogunate. This is the new event. We are from Lucky Metal. Yo. Yeah. It is a super thin CA glue specifically designed for sealing injuries in flesh. Cool, that's what I thought. Marked as for non-human use only, even though it's the same as for human use. Yeah, right. But that's 1/10 of the price. It's weird that a vet version would actually be cheaper. Usually I would find that sort of nonsense. They'd nickel and dime the dog owners. But no, that's dope. That's dope. It sort of sounded like the liquid Band-Aid, which I've never used, but I've heard is just like absolutely phenomenal. So what are we up against? What are these things? Cyber Doll Sniper. Whoa. Killer robots disguised as geisha. Cool. Anyway, interesting looking event. The music is pretty, but it might be a teeny bit loud. Thank you very much. It kind of sounded it to me. I have to go into, where's Chrome? Come on down, you. There. That's like half of the 1 notch that we're on for YouTube. On Pretzel Rocks, we'd be at like a 12% volume, and this is like literally YouTube is at 1% of his, well, I guess 1 notch. If there's 20 notches, then we're 5%. So let's drop us to 2.5. Anyway, I can always up that if people are like, yo, the music's too quiet, but I don't think that'll happen. Thank you for letting me know. Welcome in, lady first. Let's go. Vet use 1 is like 20, the human use, it's almost 300. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I mean, if it's good enough to use on animals, sure. We're nice to animals, right? Oh. A couple of stretches in before we get some stuff. It's quite literally the same product in a different tube. Yeah. We have, I don't know if you guys have down there, but we have Shoppers Drug Mart. I think it's a Canadian company, but they have their own brand called Life Brand. And I just love that it's Life Brand, right? But like Life Brand products are like 30% of the price of other products. So like I've got almost everything in the house is that could be a branded medicine thing is Life Brand. And you pay like so much less for it. And if you look up like this, city of manufacture, it's the same. it's the same place. Yeah, that's fantastic. So yeah, I've been taking Life Brand acetaminophen for like 2 decades. It's fantastic. What are we playing tonight? Oh, yeah, PowerWash. I just slap some dirt on it and call it a day. You just go with like the mud treatment. PowerWash. This game, by the way, ultra chill. This game is super fun. There is some cleansing muds, things that would draw out toxins and other goodness. You might be onto something. Trying to work when you can see the bones in the finger. No, when you're at that level, when you've literally gone past all of the usual barriers that keep your body safe. I don't know if adding mud is gonna be the plus that you're going for. Oh, does this thing now? I like that it says okay, it's good stuff. Oh, and then they fixed it. It used to say that my skin progress was unspecified, and I'm like, I don't have an option to toggle that off. So anyway, I'm glad they fixed it. But in the partner progress, no. Yeah, the path to stream captain partner progress, they don't credit me as having the overlay. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I might have to look into that and find out. It doesn't really matter, but it's just weird when that's one of the tick boxes and it's all like, you don't have this. I was just about to make a comment that I haven't gotten terribly injured in a while, and then I remembered that I have 2 on the back of my hand, both from the dishwasher. Both from today, too. Just absolutely terrible. I looked down at my hand and I got this one right on the front knuckle. I'm just like, how did I... Oh, I think I reached into the dishwasher fast again, didn't I? Oh, well, and I just kind of kept going. And then it was like maybe an hour or 2 later, I noticed this one, and I'm like, is that the same one? What happened? And I'm just like, oh no, wait a minute. If I open my whole hand up, I can see that I've got a couple of injuries. So yeah, not that I'm poking fun at or making light of anybody else's hand injuries, but I've gone a really long time without injuring myself. Considering I have a kid, that's kind of wild, you know? Because like I put together toys and I assemble weird stuff all the time, and you do that sleepy enough, you get injured. But you know, that's kind of a thing. Thinking of rotary engines? What are you talking about? What rotary engines are you doing? But yeah, like, so my dishwasher has a couple of sharp spots in it because it's like 20 years old. Maybe more. So rotary engine, so Mike, are you talking like a Dr. Emil? You're around Lego, so I'm surprised you're alive. I cleaned up a butt ton of Lego today. My kid, he was like, I'm gonna get out Lego, and I'm like, as long as you don't mind cleaning it up. And he's like, oh, I'll totally clean it up. And then I look over and he's literally using his feet to spread it as wide and as far across the room as possible while he's like half passing out. And I'm like, dude, go to sleep. That was an hour and a half later. He just played in his room instead, so I cleaned the Lego up. We thankfully have this stuff all over the place instead. This is Duplo. Not nearly as sharp. You can totally step on that. That's not going to actually go through your foot. That's not like the little Lego pieces that when you step on are like actual glass. So that's kind of a thing. Oh, Mazda RX-8 car. You guys are talking car stuff? Speaking of car stuff, hey, let's do a vote for what do we want to clean tonight. I mean, we might clean a few things, but we've got a cottage, an RV, and Grandpa Miller's car. We can likely knock off both of these ones. Fair warning, Mike, unless you are prepared to tear it down yourself, replace apex seals, or pay someone else to do it. You want to stay away, they go bad if you're going to have like, oh, jeebus. You like them? It's kind of, oh, so you know what to love-hate? Yeah, the RV, I think, was going to be a cool one. I was kind of glad that one came up. My person gets text messages throughout the career mode, and I pay no attention to them, but they open up new jobs. I pay 0 attention. They're a lot of work, but super fun to drive. I'm trying to picture what kind of a vehicle that is. Is that like the mini SUV? Like the mini SUV? So, our buddy. Welcome into PowerWash. I think, did I clean this house too? I think I did. Yeah, I cleaned this house too. This place was filthy. The RX series are coupes. Oh, okay. No, I don't think I can picture it. With suicide doors like the old Ford Rangers? Whoa, okay. Yeah, there was like graffiti and stuff on this house, and this gate was open. You can go in their yard. I don't think I can go in their yard today. Oh, and my power washer is stylized like a zapper gun, an NES zapper gun for the rear doors. Okay. I had a Hyundai Excel. It was a 1989 Hyundai Excel, and it was the official car of the '88 Seoul Olympics. And it was a 3-door, and the trunk did not lock. At no point the entire time that I owned my car was my car properly fully locked. Not at all. But it was good because I would lock my keys in the car all the time, and I needed a way in. A Kia Soul. No, this thing was way old. Kia didn't even exist back then. This is like way old. But yeah, like the thing was hilarious to drive, but also It had, and it was a joke. It was, I know, I'm bad. Oh, I'm so tired. It had, I don't know if any other cars still have this, but in order to lock the doors, so you'd press lock and you'd close the car door. If you weren't holding up on the handle, like you're gonna try to enter the car, you have to hold the handle. It would unlock. The car would unlock itself. So what would happen is we'd get back to the car all the time and my car door, the driver, is locked and the passenger forgot to hold the handle. So it became synonymous that when you're in my car, you hold the handle. And so I don't know how long I drove this car, but I had this car for ages. And so it was just hold the handle. And eventually, some point, you hold the handle with your keys in the car. Like I'm doing something, like I'm cleaning, you know, bags of trash out of my car. And I hold the handle with the keys in it, and I'm like, crap. And then I have to climb in through the hatchback of the third door at the back. It's just absolutely terrible. It was just terrible. So it was just like a hilarious car to have. I was able to get into my car and out of my car in like, I don't know, 8-9 seconds just to grab. It was just fantastic. Just a horrible, nice first car to have. There's a little bit of dirt on this tire I can't see. There we go. There we go. Can we get all of you? I'm like Call of Duty level prone. There we go. You don't lock yourself out. Your work truck does that? And you've done that to yourself yesterday? Damn. My current ride has a remote that I don't have an actual alarm on my car, but I can like push a panic button and it can go off. So that's annoying. But it also allows me to unlock my car. So I've been fortunate that I've not locked myself out of my current ride yet. It also actually, I think mine has an anti-lock, like an anti, if you, yeah, there's a weird, like it relocks itself. If you unlock the thing with the remote and don't get in the car, within 2 minutes, it re-engages the locks. And then there's another feature that it does as well that's something similar to that, that makes it so that it's a little tougher to kind of like lock your keys in the car. Driver's side handle broke, so I couldn't do anything about it. Oh. It's fine, your car's from 1988, took 5 minutes to fix. Indeed, man. When, like, way back then, cars were proper easy to fix, because, like, they were mechanical, always. Oh, I kind of thought this was its own piece and it would ding for me. Like, the satisfying ding when you get, like, the piece done. Right? It's nice. It's nice. You like that your car turns off the lights even if you manually leave them on. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Like features like that. I like that about cars. I like those sorts of things. Coming up the side, get along that trim. Oof. Did we get this whole thing? Yeah, we did. Oh, all underneath too, hey? Nice. There's like several different kinds of dirt in this game, so you kind of have to use different nozzle types depending. So like this whole bumper is covered in a rust that I'll be able to take off in a minute. Was this RV in Wreckfest? Right? It just kind of like half looks it, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah, this is proper filthy. Proper filthy. Yeah, the fire station was covered in black soot. That was a nice one. But when you're cleaning off the house and the house is filthy, you're like, what the heck did you guys do? That your house is covered in quite literally like a thick layer of filth. That's just a bit much. I have questions. I don't want them answered. It's just the way it goes. I like that I'm going to have to redo your entire wiring harness because of the previous owner's fuck-ups using residential wiring. It's fine. There was a blog-style website I used to read through Google Reader, and then once Google Reader went away, I found the format terrible, so I don't go anymore, but it was there I fixed it. And it was just like wholesome kludges, people that like put nonsense together and it worked, and I'm like, I'm here for this. This is terrible. This is like train wreck territory, and I loved it. It was awesome. It was just so very, very well done. You'd see some of the best, worst fixes that people could come up with. Like, just well done. So it was really cool, because like, with the Google Reader style, I would get like, I don't know, 5 or 6 new ones a day. But when I went to the website itself, it was formatted differently, and it was showing like top ones always, and I don't know, it was just kind of like, this was a casual read where I would be like, you know what, I'm gonna really try that. Like, this is proper. And some of them were like, not too bad. Sure, it's like a kludge, but it's like a band-aid that's a proper fix. For now, anyway. Have you ever seen a paperclip duct tape to the rotor on a distributor? I'm gonna say that I haven't, but partly I'm only half picturing accurately some of the things you're talking about. Somebody graffitied this thing? With like red spray paint or some nonsense? That's a little bit whack. That's a little bit whack. Yeah. Proper. There's no red to be on here at all. Jeebs. Bunch of joiks. Spare wheel, they call this. Oh, all behind it. Oh. Okay. Maybe down in the front too. There's a little tiny bit. In the upper corner, you can see that there's like a status for anything that I'm looking at, and you can tell that like the body has tons of work, but this guy's only got a little sliver, so you're kind of like looking for that in order to get the little cha-ching, and the cha-ching will get rid of everything, so it's kind of cool. I need to get spray paint off with a power washer, honestly. So I've used a power washer way back in the day when I worked at a printing factory with gigantic silk screens, like 4 feet by 6 feet. And you'd have to power wash them off with Varsol and the whole bit. And you'd use a great big scrub brush and you'd go over the whole thing and then you'd power wash. And you could put that thing through your boot. Like if you had like a leather boot and you just go straight down into your shoe and you are this far away from your shoe, you'll just go clean through that. This thing will clean the flesh right off of a bone. These are not kind. But also I have different nozzles. Yeah, they can be terrible. They can be terrible. So I have different nozzles. These are the different extenders, so I can make it like a big longy and all that. You get to see my hand. That's kind of cool. But I also have a 0 degree, a 15, 25, and a 40. So like with the 40, it's not a lot of pressure. So if I was to put this up to my boot, it would have to be like right up to it to do much in the way of damage. But the zeros, the 0 degrees, that's like a focus laser. It's terrible. Another way to dismember a body. Well, like, because I was working at my factory, and one of the things that you have to clean off is it's called a paddle. It's the rubber thingy that the squeegee and the paddle. The paddle was metal. But the squeegee is a rubber thingy that pushes the ink across, and then, whatever, and resets in the machine. And so at the end of a job, sometimes you've got stuck on ink, and you gotta go and bring that into the swamp area with the pressure washer and all that sort of crap. And one day it was just having yeah, that's a paddling. And the ink just wasn't coming off. And because the paddle was made out of aluminum, you could go to town on it. And so I'm literally like a 1/4 inch away and water is shooting out. Like the way that in this game, you see the water that like shoots out. Water is going like 6 feet in either direction because I'm so close to this thing. And then I forgot and I went to do that to the squeegee, which is rubber. And of course it buried water in about a 1/4 inch and then water just shot upward and everywhere. And it came back at me and got me like in the face. And it put a dent in my squeegee, which if it does it at the edge, you waste a $200 piece of equipment. All because I got a little tiny bit too close because I didn't put enough Varsol on the thing to try to clean it off right. So like when I'm actually playing this game proper, I'm like, if you do literally this for long enough, you will smash that light. This thing would be gone. And then a proper power washer should actually be heat, I think. Like a pressure washer is just using pressure, but a power washer is actually where it's warm or hot water. So like you use hot water, you're probably going to be able to take the paint off of stuff. Like the car paint off of things. And not in a nice way. I don't imagine that's like you want to pay somebody to do that. Hot water does work significantly better. You probably need a great deal less in the way of pressure. I do have, but don't use it, cleaning liquids. I actually don't even have the cleaning liquid extension. I don't bother. Because I like the zen of how long it takes to do this. In fact, I have what I call like the whizzy nozzle. But I don't like it as much as the one that's a little more directed. I like doing those little small circles myself. So like, you know, when you've had a long day and you just kind of want to feel productive. Same pressure, but hot water plus soap cuts through everything. That's just it. Like if you really have to do a good job. In this game, my wife has played quite a bit of this because it's nice and zen. But she also doesn't use soap because, you know, she wants to have a good time playing her game. But there was a level that was just too big. And so she used soap to cut that level significantly down. There's a subway station. An entire frackin' subway station. The thing takes like half a week to do. It's just nuts. You definitely take breaks. Notes on how to clean the dismembering room. Yeah, no, it's it's interesting. There was a TikTok I saw of a person pressure washing the flagstones and whatnot, like a stone stairway down like a set of steps and the whole bit. And like we're talking, they're removing what looked like years of moss and lichen and tree roots and all kinds of just stuff. And just going, they were using like a wide nozzle like this and just going while walking. And just no problem, just removing all things. It was just great. Have that one too, yeah. So for the most part, this game does a pretty good job. I will say there's a lot of heights, but so far it doesn't trigger my what's it actually called? Acrophobia? I don't really know. I don't like labels. It's easy to clean flagstone. Yeah, well, like embedded right into the, you know, and trying to get rid of the. But it was just like it was a time lapse, like a sped up. Looked really soothing to do, and I'm like, that's pretty fun. I hope they do that in this game. Yeah. That was pretty good stuff. This is all just oh, bumper. Okay, I was like, this is all just counted as rear body. It's tough to get into some of the corners. Oh, and if I crouch, it's too much. Yeah, right there. And I can't quite. All right, let's climb onto your ride. I try, there's a couple of ways to do this, but I try to, you can hear my boots squigging on it. I try to clear each area that I'm able to, like, spray off and touch. What? I think it's, like, right in there, maybe? Don't mind me, I'm gonna put my boots all over your ride trying to get the tiniest amount of dirt back from it. Straight up in there. I will point out, and at some point somebody else will also point it out, that there's a show dirt button that I personally don't like pushing. It turns all of the dirt bright orange for a half sec. There's a bit right there. Okay, here, you get out the WYSIWYG and you just go around it. Because there's probably some like in between the little bits and stuff. Wow. It's the tiniest little bit and I can't find it. Is it back here? Oh, it's gonna be at the bottom. Okay, good stuff. Ah. Not bad. This one's got a lot of stubborn dirt. Rust and other whatnot. It's actually like, it looks like rust. And this looks like it even has some. So what are you guys playing out there? Walrus, are there games that you're able to enjoy with your injurious hand? That looks nothing like rust. Actually, because it's all on the, it's like, it's kind of drippy. It's kind of a little bit drippy. Kind of. A little bit. Oh, Mike, buddy. Yo, look at all those warriors. Warriors and tanks, let's do it. Let's go ruin some peeps. I'm gonna curse them because I think it's funny. Boosh. Tanks and warriors, let's do. Your warriors are gonna be our DPS. Oh. Holy crap, provided they make it there. Wow. Wow. Well, to be honest, I don't think a single one of those bombs killed us. I don't see a skull here. I think their bombs were an awesome distraction at first. I think we kicked their butts. Yo, that's pretty cool. Whoa, and look, it randomly picked you. You get some tank scrolls. It's like, you really like tanks. Did you know that? Did you really like tanks? Ooh, hey. Here's a double chest path. Let's go see if we can do that. Let's go shoot for double chest. We'll see what we can do. Are you gonna place tanks and warriors again, Mike? Because if you are, you only got 2 kills. Did the other guy's suicide? Oh shoot, yeah, I noticed that stat. Maybe their bombs do damage to them, and when they got close to us, the splash damage killed them? That's amazing. Alright, if you're gonna place, then I'm gonna place Archer. And I don't know what a Devil Diamond is, but maybe... Yeah, that's weird. I think those are a collectible for this event. So, if somebody has a rogue or 2, they could go get those. But otherwise, I'm not worried about this. Oh, this is bad timing for your warriors and tanks. Oh! Epic rogue! No. Whatever you're able to place, though. Well, I mean, I'm sure that my my archer person is going to be able to do great stuff. Yeah, there we go. Done and done. Let's take care, peeps. Thanks for placing, by the way. Thanks for placing. I think it's a hilarious little game that we play. I picked up Battle Pass. I pick up the Battle Pass for Stream Raiders probably like every other event. And then I'm gonna run this event kind of just like, you know, nice and regular, nothing too major. But then next event I'll probably just go absolute ham. Can I use this? Oh, sweet. I can actually kind of get up here. That's alright. Yeah, this is just like very stuck on dirt. I guess I should be using my Wizzy on this. Clean some top. Does this clean this? Oh, okay, cool. This actually cleans this. That's fine. The yellow nozzle, it's the 15 degree. It's the best. Like it's just a nice all around. So we'll take care. Needs to be epic or we'll die in 1 second instead of 2. Yeah. Okay, we gotta finish that ladder. There's like a tiniest bit around here. There we go. I think we're having a very very euphemistic stream so far. I think I am definitely tired enough that I'm not paying nearly enough attention to the words that are coming out of my mouth. So if you guys hear an innuendo, you let me know, okay? Yes, because you're old. Like the oldest person in this stream by like a decade. I love it. Who was it that we were... Oh, I'm hanging out in somebody's stream the other day. And they're like, well, I feel old. I'm 30. And I'm just like, oh, jeebus, are we talking like that? I'm gonna go. And put on my dad hat and coat, and I'm gonna leave. Oh. And there's a lot of really weird, spray paint on these things. So there's like primary dirt that counts for more. And if you can get that taken care of, it's called an efficiency model. Then you can kind of like, when it goes ding, it gets rid of all of that stuff. And then you don't have to worry about power washing that off. That's kind of good. I think that might have been Chris. Yeah, that might have been Chris X Chad. That kid's got a fun stream. I've met some really, really cool creators lately. Some people have some really nice streams. Roof is doing good. They spray painted some sort of weird... Oh, I guess that's an eagle on a peace sign on the roof. And I'm going to stand precariously on the edge here. There we go. Yeah, this game does not trigger my my heights danger sense. Which is really cool. I think that that's sort of an interesting effect. Whereas I've noticed that games like Far Cry, when you're up here, kind of sway for you. And you hear the sound of wind and whatnot. And that kind of adds to the extra. Whereas this game doesn't really glorify that, and that's to me that's good, but I understand the appeal of making it seem like that if you fall off you're gonna die. There's no health bar in this game, so they don't really need to worry about that in this one. I think it's just cartoony enough not to mess with you. Yeah, they do a good job. Because like the goal isn't the realism of heights, the goal is the realism of the power washer you're holding. Whereas Far Cry, they're like, hey, we want to make it seem like the environment can kill you at any time. So it's like, right before, you know, ascending said radio tower, you hear, you know, venomous snakes right outside. You're like, oh, that's just great. So if I fall off this thing, I'm going to get bit by one of those. Oh yeah, good stuff. Get right down. Prone position. Sniper mode. Can we like... snipe off some of this? No? It's a little far. Oh no, I know why. I know why. Pfft, that's why. I'm not actually using the sniper. There we go. Sniper mode. Play the Call of Duty extension to this game. Oh yeah, that's actually doing it. There. Not bad. We'll go back to the 38 special snub nose. I still like though that there's not very much cosmetics, but games with cosmetics, I'm telling you. Games with cosmetics. They just special place in my heart. So the fact that this is a zapper gun, right, is really nice. And I don't know if you can tell, but you'll see it at the end. I'm wearing a pink hazmat suit. So that's also very, very special. The longer nozzle has uses though, IRL truth. No, I use longer nozzle on this actually. It's got good use. I actually like that there's the short extension too. Like it's not too bad. It's kind of worth. I just have to vent, guys. I'll have to vent. There we are. Sounds really sus anymore, you know? Yeah. The super lung. Yeah, I really like that. The fire station has the drill hall at the back, which is quite literally their like fire tower. They set fire to it and you have to ascend it and put out the fire. And that was really fun to clean. That thing was awesome. But having the extender was kind of perfect for that. I can't tell, because it doesn't tell me what they are when I mouse over them. It just tells me what these ones are when I do. So it doesn't say. I like that this one has two little frills on it. Like it's also doubles as a ray gun on Mars kind of a thing, right? But yeah, I'm not sure what else it entails. In the store, there's still only four washers and then 3 extensions for each. So that's possibly, I think, unlockable through campaign mode, but currently not available. This is Wiggy to stand on. I can't tell. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit in there. Good stuff. Controllability. Do those lights have their own? Yeah, they do. Oh, they do. That's super satisfying ding. No, I'm not too close to it. Let's just pressure wash anyway. Oh. Wait, no. I still want this one. There we go. But see, like, this is using the stubby and I can get right in there. So, like, the extenders are great, but not needed all the time. Wow. Brake light has tons? Okay, come here. You... Wait, what? Really? Why can't you go there? Yeah, go there. Go there. Just click right there. Thanks. This brake light has a ton. Oh, I guess I didn't do any of the top of it. Can we climb the ladder again? I like how it's just all boots you can hear. Okay, my trusty ladder is fine. It's just the sound of rubber boots. Just constant rubber boots. Hey, here we go. Stubborn, let me tell you. I think we've got most of what you want to be up here for. We'll probably get down soon. Do the rest from floor level. I don't normally do the top, actually. Normally I do all of the bottom and then we switch. The compartmentalization in this game is really cool, though. The fact that you can just, like, pick a section, wash it, move on, or pick a side, wash it, move on. You know, it's really quite neat. I like it. If you're just feeling the chaos, if you want to take your sweet time. I've got a bunch of games where progress is like, it's daunting, and I kind of like that this one is just inevitable. It's good that way. Right. So if I keep going, there's a chance I won't have to pressure wash a lot of that stuff, which does take the more specific nozzle. So if you just kind of go back and forth. And there's a chance actually even the green nozzle will work here. Is it alright? Oh, yeah, it's not bad. I went a little fast over the window though. There we go. Yeah, okay. Even the green one works on this stuff. I pretty much never use the white nozzle, but when I get to the fourth, the like Vista Pro pressure washer or what have you, the white nozzle will probably be worth, but like it's super wide and I don't think, yeah, if you notice, it's already leaving behind quite a bit. Like that's 2 passes and it's not as good as using the green one once. So it's kind of interesting. I think if there was ever one where you have to clean like the leaves off a driveway, there you go. Some of the like the places that you have to do are huge. So being able to go over with a blanket effect is nice. Oh. Cool. And now we see what we need to do with this guy. Viscera cleanup detail? What is... Oh! Is that like crime scene? Folk and other whatnot? Key. Yeah, thank you. Oh, this is this fits the like it fills the void. When I used to work at a factory, I figured out that manual labor really works for me because my style of ADD is that my brain kind of just runs hot. My brain kind of always wants to be thinking, and so I daydream. And I daydream efficiently. I daydream like pretty good. Internal cleanup? Okay. I'll check that out. So in school, for example, I was often described as very distracted, like I wasn't paying attention in class. And yet I scored really high on tests. And I have very poor reading comprehension. So I wasn't reading it afterwards. I wasn't cramming for these tests. I was literally just paying enough off attention that I was able to pass the tests despite the fact that the teacher made it seem like that I wasn't paying, or like the teacher, you know, they thought that I wasn't. And so I think that's why like streaming kind of half works for me as well, is that I can kind of be distracted with game and with conversation and whatnot. But that's exactly what this is. It's great for it.
I can be thinking about other things while I'm doing this, and it's awesome. Or I can not and just zone the frack out, and it's nice. Make sure you get into each one of those little areas. There we are. Is the tire just a tiny bit? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yo, noobs. This is a game I figure you'd really like. Also coming to stream, and I don't know when, but hopefully nice and soon, is another sim. A game I picked up called Such Art. Such Art. And it's another cute sim looking game. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think that one's going to be pretty cool. So I hope everybody really likes the sim world. We're going to try these for a bunch. I've picked up a bunch of games lately. It's been really neat. Can't quite get over that. Okay. The beans. It's really cute. That's a very nice emote. Toe beans. Very cool. So both tires and hubs? Yeah, okay, cool. So let's get some of this internals taken care of. Try to get some of the exhaust done off. Yeah, terrific beans. I remember I worked with a girl that had a cat or actually it was her boyfriend's cat. And he'd had the cat for like ages before they even got together, I think. You are in my way. And it had 21 toes. This cat had 21 toes. And only one toe had 5. They were literally everywhere else. So it was a pretty awesome cat to have like just rando toes all over the place. So like I kind of every once in a while picture like a cat paw emote, but it has like 7 toe beans on it. They think exhausts are that easy to clean. I know, right? I'm just spraying it, it's fine. Like from over here, from this side of the ride, I'm just like, oh no, it's good, I got pressure. I'm using the 0 nozzle, like it's fine. It looks not too bad. I can't quite get closer to parts of that. Underside, there we go. A little bit there maybe? It makes it seem like there's a lot of exhaust. And that doesn't have any collision. I had a friend tell me I should outline the beans in black. I've not updated yet. I've been lazy. You've been lazy. I've had a bunch of stream updates I've wanted to do. A streamer I know, actually I know a couple of streamers that use closed captioning that's done up as the button right by the play button kind of area and settings area of Twitch. So it's Twitch's own, but you use it, well, not Twitch's own, sorry. It's used as an in-house through OBS. And I think it's supposed to be a little bit easier than the Gooseman one. But of course, some people are very familiar with Gooseman. It's the one that I use for closed captioning. So I've been considering hooking up both and seeing if I can run both of them at the same time. Gooseman is just a browser version, so that should be okay. But I'm so lazy. See, look at you. Low effort, no needed. You fill in the puns anyway. It's just grand. That's how you know it's not, it's just a skill. It's an innate thing, something you were born with that you get to just flex. It's in your character sheet. You don't even have to work on it. The good jokes just come out of you. It's perfect. I'm prone on the floor, shooting upward at a door here. That's just what we do. I bet you it's the inner crease. Wait. Right in there. No? That doesn't count as... Oh, that does count as window there. Oh, it's going to be the top. Up there. Yeah, there it is. Not gonna lie, I kind of prefer the plug-in one over the OBS-sided one so I can turn them off. Subtitles can mess with me quite a bit some days. No, it's true. The OBS one, though, should have a CC button. If you're at... the next time that you're hanging out at Brick House, it wasn't Brick that mentioned how it was done, but it's how I got thinking that, like, oh, okay, I always thought that you had to be a partner to have, like, the more inlaid one. But I believe you can toggle them off. I think that you can just hit the button and it turns them off. And with the Gooseman one, and tell me if it, I think it works this way. I have it set up this way, but it starts minimize. So you have to open it up. And I did that because I know a lot of people are not interested in it, and I didn't want them to have to always disable it, to always come in. And then I think it's possible you can set up your own settings so that even if I have it as always disable, you can have it as enable. Yeah, it does start minimize. Cool. And I feel like there's a cookies enabler with it that you can override that. It's a personal setting that it starts full size for you. And I think, but I'm not 100%. Because like I don't know, I've tested it a little bit, but I'm not gonna test it live. So I think having all the options might not be too bad, but we'll see. But that's the sort of thing, like I like to make sure that we've got it so that it's inclusive, not just something that I have because it, you know, it's good. I want to know that it is actually good. I use the Gooseman extension, but I also have used it. I turn off my mixer, and I have Twitch with volume, but I can't hear it over my speakers. And then Gooseman will run closed captioning for another streamer that doesn't even have it, because it just picks up the audio. So I did that. Erroneous. I watch him occasionally on Saturdays. His morning show is pretty dope. He was actually playing this PowerWash Saturdays or Sundays, I think. But I would put up the Gooseman for that stream. I mean, if it works for that, I figure that's pretty solid. That's not too bad. Chrome actually offers extensions as well. Closed captioning. Unfortunately, it's an on or off, and it's under developer tools or whatever, because it's not considered a fully supported thing yet. But I found out through Gooseman, who said, hey, by the way, you can use Chrome to close caption anything. He's like, I just use that service to do my service. Like his is piped through that same sort of like an engine, but uses it as a Twitch add-on, and that's what makes it magic. That's what makes it awesome. So the Chrome one wasn't too bad, but I don't know if there's a way to hotkey that, and that would be kind of cool. Lorian Border Stream Decked it. Know what I mean? And then that way you'd be able to turn your own captions on and off for anything that you're doing. It can be kind of tough to get right in the angle that you need to be. There we go. For all the things. We got window, we got door, right body we're doing. Yeah, this will ding in a sec. Oh, that glass needs it. So I think it's really dope that there's this many accessibility options. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but the last couple of clips that I've put on Twitter have closed captions. And that's a file I write myself. I open up Notepad and I code right down to the millisecond when those captions appear. And I tell you, I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's just fan-friggin-tastic that I have the creative power to do that, and wherever possible, I will do that. I also like filling in my alt text on the Twitters. The alt text on photos is really nice. Or images, I should say, not photos. And thank you for noticing. But like, I think that it's really cool that we have the ability these days to actually make those kinds of changes. When you're putting out content, right? You want to put out stuff that's as plainly readable by everybody. In any situation, for that matter. Like, I almost exclusively browse TikTok with no volume. 0 volume. It's always muted, and then if it's intriguing enough or sent to me by Walrus, I'll turn the volume up. Or Kai. Sometimes Kai. Not always Kai, but sometimes Kai. And so it's important to me if somebody has their closed captioning in. Now TikTok does it for me. TikTok has an engine that guesses what I'm saying. It makes its absolute best guess. And then I can go in and change any part of it that I want. I can go in and say, no, it actually says this and blah, blah, blah. So that's pretty cool. I think that is well done. And that's what got me thinking about it with adding my own capture file. With Twitter videos. Oh, that indicator's gonna need me a ladder. So yeah, it's really cool. We live in a good world for that. We're getting there, peeps. We're getting there. Bear in mind, I'm from a place that had card catalogs was the best way to look up literally anything. So, I come from a version of the Stone Age. And to be fair, I send you a lot of TikToks. You really do. But I promise you, even though I don't, they have a terrible reply system. I can really only heart and reply to the last one. So if you send me 4 videos and I like the second one the most, it's annoying to be like, yeah, that one is this and blah, you know. So it's, I kind of wish that I could properly like inline reply to them. But I watch everything that you send. You have a really good set. You have a good discerning eye for what's dope on the TikToks. And actually, there are times that I've wanted to send something to you, and I'm like, I don't know about that. And then you fucking send it to me, and I'm like, okay, cool, now I know. Now I know. So that's kind of cool. That's happened a couple of times. In fact, that's even happened with Logan. She sent me not too many, but a handful. And they're always ones that I saw like just an hour previous. And then she sends it to me and I'm like, it's so good when people know. Now they're usually spider ones and I don't expect those from you, but if you click message at the bottom of the one in the vid, it shows you which one you are replying to. If you click message in the bottom of the vid, it shows. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I might be able to try that out. Oh, look at us. So what do we got? We got Berserker, a Rogue, a Barb, and another Rogue. That is dope. Okay, somebody's going to go up and grab that. Let's do another Kois. It's a level 10 curse. Let's do it. I try and keep mine appropriate with you. Oh, that was cool. There. And then apparently the rest of us are... This one's over here juggling. Your Berserker's just over here mother frackin' juggling. Just going, yeah, hey, by the way, I'm gonna juggle. You guys take care of it. Like, that's phenomenal. Definitely always use that unit. Always use that unit. Get you a vampire scroll, you. Who is ready for a token chest? If anybody is interested in some token, a cell sword. That's a mercenary spirit. Alright, I'm going to drive a tank up there. Thank you for placing units. Place as many as you can.
We'll get some dope rewards on this anime sugar. Oh, so you just gave it nice. Okay, perfect. Because yeah, I definitely want to know best how to handle the socials. But yeah, like Walrus and I send a butt ton of videos back and forth. I spent a lot of time on TikTok, so if anybody is interested in seeing some of the rando, feel free. I think Walrus can confirm this. My liked videos are public. So feel free if you want to just see the sort of random stuff that I find on TikTok. My liked videos are a really good way to know of like what I will send to you. And then feel free to friend me. And then I can just send you all the rando videos that I find. And that's pretty much what Walrus and I do. It's amazing. Makes for some good, curated highlights. It also adds good stuff to your algorithm. Because TikTok is all about algorithm. It's all about like sending you things that it thinks that you need to see. And so like if you linger too much on like a cleaning video, you will get all of the cleaning videos and it'll turn into hoarding stuff and it'll turn into like just weird things and stuff. You're just like, oh, jeebus. But I did find a cleaning lady person. I can't remember, her name is like That Cleaning Lady or something. And her TikToks were just too funny. I had to follow her. So it ended up working out. But like, yeah, TikTok is interesting for that. So if you find friends that are willing to send you cool stuff, TikTok goes, oh, I got it. And it sends you better videos. Like, I will tell you now, I get so many dog TikTok videos. And I think it's because I send them all to Walrus. No, that's true. They might... I guess we'd have to open it in a browser incognito mode. Or Firefox, which I'm not signed in by. That's actually a way I can test it. I didn't consider that myself. Are you clean? Oh, right in there. Look at that. I don't think I can get in there. Can I get in there? Oh. Look at that professional look. But yeah, I don't mind my liked videos being public because I like a lot of good content. I like there's a lot of random and very interesting stuff out there in the TikTok world. And it's tough to share it all. It's tough to share all of the content, right? So I kind of want to let people know that if you're interested, if you want to know the stuff that I find fun, I like it all. And I don't mind. And then that way you can, have your own version of curated content. I try to keep that, varied because I like a lot of rando stuff. And then that way my algorithm is literally all over the place. Wish you could do that too, but your boss will let you on TikTok. Damn. I don't know if they have a similar system that Twitter has where you can literally have like a sub account attached to your main account and they are kept privately separate unless you choose, like proper choose to be like, oh yeah, combine these. But I've considered doing that a few times for like parenting TikTok and parenting Twitter and things like that, but I'm cool with combining my stuff. I don't mind that. But I could picture if you were not. Doesn't your boss already like know a lot about you though? Or maybe not enough about you, so you don't want to show off too much. I feel like that you and your boss at least have some colloquialisms. I've had a couple of bosses in my day that I got along well enough that they got to know stuff about my life. Not too much, but they do not know I am NB and supportive of the rainbow umbrella. Yeah, that's a tough one for sure. When I was working at Pepsi, I worked at Pepsi for a summer. I was there for 7 weeks, and I made a lot of good friends. I was like good buddies with a lot of the people that worked there. But at the same time, people work there for 40 years, and they're quiet, and they're these like big, hard-ass kind of people. And so you get along with the people that have been there for 10 years. But the ones that have been there for 40, they don't talk very much. They do their job, they go home. They're part of the union, they will be here forever, and they make a lot of money working at this factory. So one day, I'm in the plant, and I'm driving my my forklift around and whatnot. And I'm stopping and I'm chatting with one of the people that I'm good buddies with and whatever. And they look down and they notice that my tattoo, I have a tattoo of a fairy on my leg. So let's just say that out loud. Anyway, so I've got this tattoo of a fairy on my leg. And one of the bigger dudes joins us in the conversation. And the first person just kind of like stiffened up and like I could see them like look down. I'm on the forklift, they're not. So my leg is practically fucking eye level. So I'm eye level with it, right? Hold on. Hold on, it's tough to get the camera angled. There we go. So not only do I have this tattooed, but it's staring this dude right in the face. And he walks up, and my socks come right to her feet. If I pull my socks straight up, she stands on the top of my sock. And so he's kind of like, he straight up, like, he even just goes, you can see him looking. And then all of a sudden he takes my sock and he goes, she can dance on it. Goes, literally takes my sock and he just goes like that. So my tattoo kind of moves and he just nods and keeps walking. And I'm like, damn. Damn. So I'm one of those lucky people, I suppose. I don't really know. That's something you would do, right? Like it was such a grandiose moment, and I'm just like, because you never know when somebody's the strong silent type. You just don't know. So it was awesome. It was really awesome. That was a dope job. I gotta say though, the foreman, or like whatever, the supervisor, the person that like runs the show, was a class act of a human being. And anecdotal to me having the job was one of my good friends at the time's dad. Still is, but like he kind of looked like Doc from Back to the Future, and even though he's like a skinny dude that's like fairly high strung like I am, he would carry weight like any of the other big bruisers in the plant. Like he was not gonna back down from a hard job. So he was like a really good boss to have, and he's not gonna have some, you know, terrible people on his staff too much. So I imagine if you're kind of a dickhead, you're going to want to keep that to yourself. You're working amongst people that are probably not going to be as kind to you if you're not, you know, a kind person out loud. So it was a good environment, thankfully. Considering I got a fairy on my leg. It's more of a pixie, but still. I can't remember if I've shown that one off on the stream. Oh, and now I'm just using the red one all night, am I? Am I stuck on a hedge? There's a bustle in my hedgerow. Anyway, that's my absolute favorite tattoo, but it's not one that comes up too often because it's all the way down there. So this is pretty much the most chill. I'm really quite liking. This makes for some pretty good time. My son really likes this game too. Satisfactory might have been the first 3D game that we let him kind of run around and control. Because like the engine for walking around is pretty standard. You know, it's not too
agile or laborsome. It's just like right in the middle. And this is kind of like next tier for that. Like, he's never run around in Deep Rock, but he's seen me play Deep Rock. Quite enjoys the Deep Rock. But not in a, he's not a dexterous player just yet, so we haven't introduced him there. But this one's not too bad. I don't think he has a whole lot of accuracy. I'm trying to think if he's really properly completed anything, considering you have to do some pretty good deep cleaning. I don't know if that's something that he's done, but it's a pretty cute one for a little guy like him to be able to enjoy. Oh, bumper's almost done. Yeah. That doesn't count there. Other side, maybe? I'm like rolling along the ground here. Oh, yeah. I think I got you all. There we go. A little bit more on the top. Perfect. Oh yeah. Yeah, this with a bit of lo-fi is nice. For the most part at home, I don't really have much in the way of volume on this game. And I don't have background music too often. So this adds to it. This is good. These pesky kids and their red spray paint. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They get it on everything. And then I think it looks like rust. And then once you get to the last 2 or 3 things, it gives you a list. And there's a button I can push that'll show me that list early, but I also avoid that. Adds to the chill. It still looks nothing like the game Rust. I should start like carving axes and coconuts and stuff into the thing. Be like, man, there's rust all over the place. Covered in thrust. Almost there we go. Booyah. Alright, looking good. Now we do the like mouse over all the things and see if there's any white that shows up. Because we got the 99%. Oh, window. Oh, I know where a good window it's gonna be for window. Is that gonna be on the top? There we go. The indicators, the brake light, rear body. Got all 3 of these guys. Nice, nice, nice. There is a menu I can do this from, but this is, you know, like you're literally looking over the vehicle. You gotta make sure. My window, my door, hubcap, tire, we're all good. Front body. Uh-huh. Hot grill. There we go. Oh, there we go. These indicators are going to be all about it. Yeah, there we go. 2 indicators, window, and 2 window screens. Windscreens? Hold on. Wait. Ladder mechanics are they leave much to be desired. But they're better than in the games where your character just goes yeet and throws themselves off it if they're not on the ladder perfectly. Those games always throw me for a bit of a loop. So one of my windows? Oh, these 2 windows. I guess we got to do the little line up here in the front. Nice. Oh. That's going to be a lot easier. Can you imagine though? You build your base in Rust, and then you have to power wash it. Yeah. Hey. There we go. And then regular window. One of these windows? This window? This window looks fine. What are you talking about? Pressure washer, we're washing it while people are shooting at you. Oof, there we go. Solid. And you get paid as you go too, so it's no big deal. Done. My kid calls this the speed run, by the way. I figure you'd appreciate that, Walrus. He wants to watch the speed run. Me in my little pink outfit running around doing it up. Alright, I think we're gonna spend the rest of the night working on a cottage, and if we have time, we'll worry about Grandpa Miller's car. Well, let's go get like a storybook looking Hansel und Gretel style looking thing here. Oh, jeebas. The Shire is filthy, everybody. The Shire is filthy. I think, yeah, we have to do the wall too. Pressure wash your geraniums. Oh, they use pink spray paint here? Oh, solid. They gave me scaffolding. Cool. We get scaffolding. Nice. The dirt is dirty. Gotta pressure wash your soil. Alright, well, let's get to work. Oh, yeah. There you go. This is an actual wood fence. And when you do things like this, it's easier if you do them from a slight angle and then do them from the other angle so that you can get both sides of the dirt. Or both sides of the wood. Both angles. So you do all like this side, making sure you get right inside there. And then you come over this way to get the other sides. And then maybe... Do I have to get like right in there for some of these? Hey. This doesn't count for gate? No. Oh, hold on. These things are made out of metal. Yeah, they're not supposed to be that color. Oh, and this all counts as stone wall. Cool. Ooh, stone wall takes a bunch. I wonder if I have to get right into the crevice or not. This is my best wide tool, so we'll see how well we have to do. Like if I have to get right in there. I don't think so. I don't think so. We'll see. We'll go across with the yellow and see how far we have to go. This is looking good anyway. And then we'll do the dirt. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. Well, that's good, because that does look like, you know, goodness. But we don't have to actually worry about it. I will take that. And check to see if the green will do enough. Oh, beauty. Nice. Anytime that you can use the super wide. That's decent. There's certain dirt levels it won't touch. So, very pleased. They kind of throw bone at some of the bigger levels. So later on, part of the roof is going to require like a lot of the red nozzle just to kind of get you back. It's all about the algorithm. Yeah. And like that pleasant ding, very satisfying. It's very, 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 very affirming. I'm telling you. The therapy options alone in this game. It's pretty good that way. And I think, yeah, I've dropped 5 frames. Total. Oh, what is? Oh, it's this thing. Hold on. I want that out of my way. There we go. So I've picked up a lot of new games. That seems to be a recurring topic we have here at the channel. And we might get a return to story games sometime soon, as I now own the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And I was really hoping that we'd get more games with friends taken care of. But the late night time slot, I think, is still just a little too much for stable play. So I'm still working on a couple of good games that are going to be worthwhile to enjoy that we can play. But in the meantime, games like this one and Teardown and Such Art are definitely going to start to come back. Because like eventually, we're probably going to come to a stalemate on what's it called? diggy diggy hole. Our deep rock play kind of a thing. So we'll need to find other stuff to play anyway. But yeah, I've got a couple of new games, so I wouldn't mind trying some stuff out. I don't think Elden Ring is gonna come to stream unless y'all want to watch me just consume potions while I'm at full health. I constantly hit the wrong buttons in that game. Like that's what Elden Ring is for me right now. It's a button mash fest. But I've picked up a couple of other good ones. You know why I'm watching me suffer in Elden Ring? There's two things, two issues that I have, and they're of course on me. The game is great, no qualms to the game. But I frequently consume my potions when I shouldn't, so I'm trying to get used to that. So that's kind of not too bad. I've gotten kind of accustomed to some of the ways, but I dismount off of my horse frequently, and you're supposed to be able to do mounted combat in this game, but and so I flub my buttons quite often. I think that if I could have verbatim control, like I never missed a button and I was actually like, you know, tight with my buttonry, I would be not bad at Elden Ring. But for me, it's getting the button wrong. That's what kills me almost every time. And so it's hilarious because I like the game. I think it's great and it's beautiful and it's captivating. And I die all the time to just my own floppiness, and it's so funny. Like the number of times where I start off and I'm like, okay, here's what I need to do. And then I hit the wrong button and I drink a potion and I'm like, well, I needed 2 of those for this battle. And so like it's a Rube Goldberg machine. That's Elden Ring. It's that you have to be able to do like an entire event on all of your resources or bust. And I kind of don't mind that. I think it's really cool. But I keep flubbing the damn buttons. Like, I don't know if you've even noticed, but so far even playing this tonight, I get this button mixed up with turning it on and off. But it doesn't get me killed in this game. So yeah, Elden's not too bad. I don't know if I can stream it. It's a pretty resource heavy game. Okay, where's the piece on here? There we go. So we'll have to see. Maybe I could play some Elden Ring for suffrage. Watch me go through the pain and agony of. I am playing the magic person though. I don't remember what they're called. Astrologer? And I got a really big shield. I made sure to buy one. They gave you a small shield, and I bought me a bigger shield. But yeah, I've got, let's see, there was a couple of others. Mass Effect, though. Mass Effect, I know is very critically acclaimed. And I know that it's, that the remaster was considered true. That fans of the original found that it was a worthwhile successor as a remaster series. So I kind of think that's a good one to bring in soonly. Like, we used to do a lot of story games. We did a lot of story games. My YouTube channel hasn't had as much content added to it. Because I don't throw as much of the non-story stuff up there. Like, I don't throw Wreckfest on there. Too much. Because I kind of feel like that things like Wreckfest are better experienced actually live. So you just see a handful of clips and you go, oh, I should check that out. We're going to curse more things. That Orc Slayer, wait, what level? 7? Oh, we're gonna own. We're gonna own. Yeah, Orc Slayers are kind of OP. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Get you some event tokens. And some Centurion scrolls. Well, that is super cool. If we continue to clean up like this, Mike, we'll be getting that skin chest. We're going to get all the extra good chests tonight. Oh, yeah. And are we literally just fighting those 5 things? Wow. All right, well, vibe with me up here. That's going to be a fairly easy battle. They're not really trying to challenge us. I'm okay with it, but you know, just saying. And I don't know if anybody remembers Breath Edge. When I played that, I played it during the day stream. Time of things. So I don't know if I need to restart that. I know what I was doing in that game. And I guess maybe the VODs could ring true. But that's another one that we could continue. It'd be super weird to just suddenly throw that onto the night streams. I totally assumed I'd be doing day streams again by now. But it really has not been able to happen. Hey. Well, that's our stone wall taken care of. And that's, I guess, how it's done, yo. I saw a joke that said that if people are worried about gas prices, you should see chimney prices. They're through the roof. I don't have a chimney, so I don't worry about it. I do, however, own a car. Your other dad joke of the day is, what has 5 toes and isn't your foot? What has 5 toes and isn't your foot? It's my foot. I love those kind of dad jokes. Those ones are fantastic. Oh, cleaning these things is nice. Oh, that was a nice satisfied ding. Yeah. That's what makes this great. Yeah, I'm messing my buttons again. Every once in a while I remap the buttons too. And then I get them even more wrong and I'm like, no, I shouldn't have messed with that. It's so much smoother when I remember. It's just nice. I would totally take cute little rounded stone steps. Wouldn't you love to have these? Just straight up. Well, that instant gratification, that's just grand. Cannot buy that in most games, you know? Because I watched somebody play it recently, I've been so craving Valheim again. I've been really liking the idea of Valheim. Community server of Valheim would be super dope. I know a couple of IRL peeps that would probably jump back into it with no issue. I could run a dedicated server that's only live when the stream is live. I think that could be a super cool one. I'm just walking on my my ladder like it's no big. I like Valheim for the amount of customization and build and whatnot, but also that the survival is just an aspect of the game, but it's not so important that it ties you down. And then they've even made handfuls of improvements there. So the dev company is doing really good, and I love reading their dev blogs too. So far, a game kind of goes up in status big time for me if they've got devlogs. You know, cute little writings that you can read about. Find out the state of the game. So far, the cottage isn't so bad. This is kind of a fun one. Very soothing to see the stone come to life and other goodness. My wife and I were talking about that it would be hilarious if this was a major aspect to House Flipper the game. You have to power wash it afterwards. And it would just be this mechanic. And then when you sell the house in House Flipper, it changes over to The Sims. We're getting closer and closer to Ready Player One. Where all games are in all games. I just have to be closer to you. I think I do. Oh yeah. Satisfied. You get little like milestone texts as well. At all of the like 10% increments, I think there's a little chime that goes off, but sometimes you also get like plot moments and stuff for it. I don't know if you can hear, but there's a wee woo going by. You probably can't. Oh, I guess that's opened a tiny bit. I guess that's opened a tiny bit. Yeah. You can kind of hear that a little bit. Oh yeah. And if I want, I can keep that smiley face there for as long as possible and see if I can get it to go away on its own while just power washing around it. It is hilarious how the ambulances are louder than the stream music and stream game and me and all that sort of stuff. Just, you know, nice little tiny bit in the background to remind you they're there. Why does it look like an Eldritch horror came out? Yeah. There's a little tiny bit of plot to this game, and I think there might be like suspicious reasons why things are as dirty as they are and stuff, but again, the plot is so anecdotal to what I'm doing. Clarington and I have discussed it, that it would be way better if when the texts came in, I needed to clear them in some fashion, even if that was a toggle because it would annoy other people. I'm not paying attention to the story because some of the texts are long. And yeah, I can go read them after the fact, but I haven't really bothered. Whereas in games, and Breath Edge is a good one, where there is like a messaging system, I do need to clear those. I need to be able to say, yes, I've read that. And so in some games, I've actually watched streamers go, oh, I'm paying no attention to this. Click, 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 click. I'm like, oh, but the story's funny. But yeah, there is plot. I will point out at one point, I was playing one of these, and I don't remember which it was. But the text messages were coming in were clearly from a kid. And so near the end of the job, you get an apology from the mom or dad saying, sorry, Charlie got my phone. So like you literally spend the entire time power washing, getting text messages like, I'm gonna go poop. There, I did it. And stuff like that. So like it's damn funny. Oh, hey, look at you. Timber frame. There's a lot of timber frame. Whoa, okay. We've been paying no attention to timber frame. This goes right into the ground. How's that supposed to... Oh, and we didn't even get all the foundation? Wow. I'm paying no attention. Okay, that one's fine. Okay, let's get... Yeah, we'll get out super gun. I kind of avoid using the ladders and stuff as much as possible. There we go. Especially when you can just get out the extender and fire this puppy straight into the air. Right? Right. I guess while I've got the extender on, we'll just stand back. So yeah, I feel like games like this kind of throw plot at you. Just kind of, if you play this game a lot, you feel like you can go back and read some of the plot things and then go, oh, that's interesting. Or if you're the kind of person that pays attention to that stuff early on, then it gives you an additional thing to kind of work with. But it's not required that I know it. I'm not being tested, which is good. Not asking me to act on my actions based on the plot that has been unfolding in front of me. I will say I'm a tad surprised that Teardown that Teardown had as much plot as it did. And I was a bit shocked that Hard Space Shipbreaker had plot and story and like looks to be well thought out, to be honest. So it's kind of interesting. I feel like this is similar to adult films in a way. There's plot, but it's entirely unimportant. Yeah, you can jump in at any point. You know what's going on. There's no conflict. Everybody's having a good time. I have protection. It's perfect. I feel like there should be a mod and you have to clean a sofa. Okay, that's inappropriate. That's wildly inappropriate. I do wonder if there's mods for this game. He says, checking to see if his community will Google that for them. Yeah, I'm all of a sudden half interested, much more so than used to be, in mods for games now. Because they just add a new delicious flavor value to games, and previously I had the time to milk games. And my old method, this was back with Final Fantasy. Because you could get the strategy guides for such games, way back when strategy guides were like a major thing and not a website. What I would do is pick up the strategy guide. I did this for Final Fantasy VII. And I played the game completely through without so much as touching the strategy guide whatsoever, and then played through fully with the strategy guide, and it was awesome. And I felt like I had the time to dedicate, and I just don't have that anymore. I just don't. I can't put in like tons and tons of time into games. So modding, kind of back in the day, I didn't really have time for that, because by the time that I did everything that the developers wanted of me, messing with the game, which you didn't really do back in the PlayStation era anyway, too much, was not really for me at all. So when I got into PC gaming, I only really modded for UI. I didn't really mod for content. Like even Skyrim. What does game milk taste like? Game milk? What did I say that sounded like game milk? But yeah. Skyrim, I did a lot of UI mods. Functional mods and stuff. I milked games. I do. I do. Game milk tastes fantastic. It tastes like obsession. Not from Calvin Klein, but like a different obsession. I have no idea what cologne tastes like. Just gonna point that out now. But yeah, like I played 10 years of World of Warcraft. And the most I really did with that one was to mod things that they eventually put in the game anyway. To be fair, that was kind of the cool thing about the WoW dev team, is that they often made mods into actual game features. I'm so confused now. Game milk is fantastic. But yeah, essentially just, like, I played games until most other people were bored of them, and I'm still just playing the heck out of them. Oh, chimney is way up there too. Okay, I was like, why is there still so much chimney to do? I think I got all of this. I think. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's looking nice. Anyway, one of the mods that I run that as a good example of I like mods that add functionality is that in Raft, I want to be able to fish while fish while sitting. Does milking something have another meaning? Yeah. To milk something is to... I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, but it's to like pour over all details. So like the way that I'm currently only really watching Marvel movies, I am milking that franchise. I am looking to lap up and drink whatever they put out, even if it's crap. And so I did that with games. Rather than move on to another title, because I played as much of it as I kind of wanted to, I will continue to play the game until it's kind of not even fun anymore. And that was way back in the day. That's all I would do, is just, I would play a game. And yet, despite that, I still didn't mod games if they were available. I preferred playing the game as vanilla as possible and just sponging it up. So I kind of like what Twitch has gotten me to do anymore. The diversity is nice. I mean, we've got a lot of different styles of gameplay here, so. Yeah, I didn't realize that you weren't catching what the euphemism meant, because that one's old for me. guess that's like a old world saying from my days of yore. This corner keeps looking like that it needs stuff. I like things vanilla. Hey, it's kind of freaky to like things just vanilla. Isn't it? Anymore in 2022? Can I go green? Oh, I'm having to go a little slow over that. Yeah. So I feel like that the text messages that come through are from the clients of the job. So the plot of like the town that I'm in is being released or something. If I figure out if there's like an overarching plot, I'll let you know. But if it's just whimsy, then I'm not going to be too concerned. Is the window good? Okay. It's funner to just jump around as well if you can. It's the Cypress Hill method. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Being able to reach all the way to the top, that's nice. Oh, that's beauty. Yeah, I think I like enough off-kilter things that part of me has to like normal, normal, giant air quotes around that, you know, sort of normal things. I can't always be too freaky, yeah? I mean, when your favorite animal is a spider, for frig's sakes, you kind of need to level the field a tiny bit. I need to pick like a sport and like it so that I can kind of fit in a bit more with the normies. It's not my fault. Baby, I was born this way. My foundation is like partway. We'll go like that. When you pick the wrong animal's your favorite. Some bits have to be normal. That's pretty much how it goes. Like, oh, you drew the weird card. It's like when you're picking perks in a video game, and you know, you pick something like that, and then they give you 22 points to spend on positive perks. You're like, wait a minute. That's pretty much me in life. That's pretty much just me in life. Like, ooh, you sure you're gonna take that card? That's a tough card. I'm like, why? It's not that bad. They're like, all right, the wheelbarrow worth of perks comes out the other side. Well, here's some advantages you're gonna have to have. Sorry about that. Then they walk away grumbling, saying, wow, nobody's ever done that before. So they decided to give me asthma and make me allergic to everything on the planet. Now, thankfully, they also made me stupidly resilient and give me like Wolverine level healing powers, but still. Alright, we probably want to get a ladder for the rest because it's all curvy and stuff. Me in life, I took the weird one, but the game bugged out and failed to give me extra positivity points. Oh, I can't get that over there? Okay, hold on. I can't really put it in their flower bed too much. There we go. Boy howdy, that thing's loud to put down, isn't it? but it's nice. It's nice. Oh, there we go. Oh, and thank you for the epic Cerebus Warbeast. That's a nice Warbeast, isn't it? They did a good job on that one. Ugh. How did they get a bunch of pink spray paint all in the chimney? Oh yeah. Main roof. I think this will count to go all the way. Oh, I can get right out there. Nice. Yeah, this doesn't trigger my my heights issue. It's kind of nice. Does a pretty good job. I think I'm gonna have to get... There we go. I'm gonna have to get the ladder out for this too. Was distracted and forgot to place units, so was like, shit, better go epic now. Let's get out the potions. Yeah, this is, I refer to this as the Hansel and Gretel house. But it's like a storybook looking thing. It's really nice. I imagine these are the kind of shingles that have like a sticky tarmac-like material underneath or are carved into this. It's one or the other. I might be able to go green nozzle for this. Can we go green nozzle just for the little bit? Ooh, no. That's a hard no. Yeah, that's not too bad. I could probably put the scaffolding a titch closer now. So that's good. To the right in the side there. Don't fall. Thank you. 'Cause I don't think I can move this thing too much farther over. Get right inside. Ooh. Oh yeah, right inside. This main roof's gonna be a while though. Sniper level accuracy, let's do it. I should probably just move the scaffolding over though. Fault. Whoa, I'm prone while I do that. What about here? Here. That thing sounds like I drop an entire, like, I-beam to the ground. It's kind of hilarious. Super loud donk noise that goes off. Oh yeah, beauty. Ooh. Cool. You got all the angles here. Sweet. Sweet. The sound of the rubber boots is kind of funny. Sounds like I'm kind of flopping up the stairs instead. There we go. 50 seconds till battle. That's nice. Oh, I think I've seen a couple down there. There we go. Nice. Oh, that's really cool. Just get nice around there. Yeah, little tiny bit more on the window frame. These guys are good though, right? Oh no, window needs it. You want to try to get that before you move on. See if we can get this window before we move on. Hold on. There we go. Alright, let's go do some battle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that war beast is gonna do awesome. I think it's the 5 of them though. So like, here, let's give a stronghold and just go for it. You already missed one window finish? Yeah! That's how you know we're doing it good. Oh yeah. Ruin him. There it is. There it is. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, there we go. I figured it was gonna pick Mike, but I like to let it be random. Blue chest. See what sort of goodness. Like really, it's just, oh no, it's these ones over here too. There we go. We'll come over to this side. Whoosh. Thank you so much for the units. Which one was it? Down there? Wait, which one did I miss? Was it already back here? Oh, which one did I miss? Which window one? I think I got all the ones on this side. And if I go up one more level, can I get this? You will let me find it. Thank you. Hey, the game will make me find it. But I appreciate. Oh yeah. I should put no spoilers as a tag. Yeah, no heights issue in this game so far. There is a Ferris wheel, so that'll be my good test. Apparently that one's a bit rough. That counts as dirt. Anyway, whenever I want to get down off this thing, I just fall. Unusual for me. Yeah, ferric wheel. Oh. Okay, so I got that window. Wow, definitely not. Now I'm just curious. That one's good with the frame. That one's good with the frame. That one's good. Oh, the window frame here needs it. But yeah, I knew about this side because I had to get it from this side. Window. Oh. You get a bit of frame too. No? Oh, it's gotta be... Oh no, it's on the inside. There we go. Yeah, there's a... And I think it moves. I think the Ferris wheel actually goes places, so... It can be a little bit of a wiggy. Yeah, they're talking about Hansel and Gretel. In the text messages that you folk can't read. Yeah, this thing has some serious reach. Some serious reach. All right. And the bend when you're close to something happens like almost immediately when you're near. Whereas with the stubby, you kind of have to... Well, I guess for both of them, you got to be pretty much touching the object. But the range is so limited when it's the full extender like this. There we go. I think. Ooh, hi. We'll get that one when we're over here, I think. There we go. I'm all like, I think I can get right over there. Not something you would have me do in the Far Cry games. Not without a lot of butt clench. I can't tell, but there's green, and I don't know if it needs to be cleaned off or not. I think it does, because here, there's lots of it. I think the find dirt button is semi-required. There's a lot of, inside the fire drill, the drill tower is, it's fairly dark. And I didn't need it, but it would have been helpful if I was feeling it, you know, like I wanted to do. I was like, I wonder if I could do this without. Let's clean all the dirt off, but leave out the moss. It's ambiance. Hey, for all I know, they painted it on. And I, like, meticulously remove it. I'm like, oh yeah, you left the decorations, right? But, like, right there is some green, and I didn't know if it was, like, part of the environment where that's what it looks like. But, like, it's really, that's definitely still dirt. Yeah, like right there. Right there. You have to clean the paint off too. That reminds me of a Beavis and Butthead sketch where they had a chainsaw and they're like pimping it out to people for use. They're like, we just want to destroy things, but you know. And so this guy's like, well, you know, like, if you wanted to, you could prune the tree in the back of the house. And so they go back there, and they're trying to, but they eventually, of course, cut the whole friggin' tree down, which falls onto the house. So then they charge the guy extra because they pruned the house too. It's just like, I just loved it. Added it to the bill. Hey, it took a lot of extra effort to drop that tree right on your house. Just saying. They show up. There's no shingles left on this house. The, like, scooties back and forth is kind of hilarious. Alright, if you crouch, you don't kind of scoot quite so fast. You get a little control over what you're doing if that's what you're in for. There we go. See, when you pay me to do a job, you get a lot of questions of clarity. Oh, yeah. Are you sure you want this done? Is it really like this? Can you draw a picture? Carry you all the way over here. Alright, me and the scaffolding are gonna fall. Ooh, beauty. Jeebus, that's loud. So what you're saying is that if you're on the top of the roof, you can't pick up the scaffolding and fall off the other side so that you can place it somewhere better? Is that like 40 or 50 violations. Something like that. Oh, I probably should have turned this thing too. I have an almost open side here and all of this on this side. I'm gonna go with no. I was like, a hard no? There's no flexibility on that? There should be at least a little bit. I got that one from being up here. That's fantastic. Oh, I guess, yeah, out this way. That's nice. Yeah, this is a good one. This little, cottagey place. Bungalow. It's just whimsical enough. Perfect. Get right in there for the mossy bits. Spring is really, really good for my terrariums right now. I gotta bring in some new moss. One of mine, I put scaffolding up. I did, yeah. One of my terrariums has like an okay amount of really decent moss in it. But it's old. And it really needs some revitalization. And there's a church near my place that my son likes to hang out on. And they've got this like circle area that has so many different kinds of moss and like... Which emote? Which emote are you missing? I'm trying to think of like, I can't think of the type of plant that doesn't require soil as long as it gets the nutrients needed from, but anyway, moss is in the family of, but there's a ton of these cute little, you'd almost swear they were mini orchids or something. Oh, the massive moss charger emote for Hollow Knight, yes. Yeah, the upside or the backwards scaffolding is not helping me out. Damn it, we're going for challenge mode. Any percent scaffold backwards. If you cannot tell, I still love that game. I think you do. Can I? Woohoo! No, I figure you've got yours, and I pretty much spend all day in the Outer Wilds subreddit. I'm still there, probably. Oh, and if you don't mind knockoff versions, we can probably get our Annapurna shirt. We just probably can't get it from Annapurna. Somebody linked, I believe, a hoodie for the metal Outer Wilds. I just wasn't sure how I felt about it not being official, but if Annapurna can't keep it in stock, I'm unsure about that. I'd like to get them their due, though, right? And if it's possible that, you know, I could buy it direct from the artists themselves, there's also that. Most of this moss does not want to come off with the nice yellow one that I use. Can we get most of that black goo off though? No, it was somebody put out an appreciation post. They were just like, hey, this is just an amazing, you know, design or whatever. And then somebody else said, hey, where do you get that? And they said, link here. And my thought was, oh yeah, but I go to that store every 3 days minimum to check. And it wasn't the Annapurna Interactive store. So I was all like, that's a big I am curious about what I'm seeing. Anyway. Then like ethics popped into my mind for a little bit, you know. But it is a phenomenal design and I wouldn't mind it. Can I put this anywhere up here? Speaking of workplace violations. Okay, let's slalom down. I needed to move this somewhere else because I want to pull the scaffolding over. Rotate it appropriately. Make a butt ton of noise dropping it. You can? Thank you. There we go. I dropped the volume on the sprayer. The sprayer is actually 5 or 6 times louder than this naturally. And I think it sounds just delightful at this volume. Copyright infringement indeed, yeah. So, you know, like... So, you know... I wouldn't want to buy art from, you know... I wouldn't want to buy knockoff art from most places. But I've been stalking the bloody hell out of that shirt for jeebus, I'm not just sure how long. So it feels a little whack. Why can't you sell it to me from your store? We don't set this thing down, we literally just drop it like a tank. Just boom, so big. Oh yeah. It's gotta be a couple of times a stream, doesn't it? At least a couple of times a stream. As long as we have the door open. We gonna bring the wee woo. Oh, at this distance the paint comes off nice. The maroon colored spray paint was not having it. But the pink stuff's not bad. We're happy with it. There's a combination I know with Speedrunner trying to acquire some old games. They're having to use emulators to run them due to scalpers charging $800 per copy and no other being available. Oh, yeah. Dang. No, I can believe that indeed. That super sucks. How's my frame though? Yeah. Okay, let's keep going up. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, that's like, I remember when Parker was streaming more Mario style things and whatnot, and it came up at some point, the way that Nintendo was infringing on, not infringing because it's their stuff, but like saying, oh yeah, you can't do this, oh yeah, you can't do that, and then taking down a bunch of things so that, you know, they're removing access, if you will, from like the legit sources, which forced way more ROM hacks to be created when the official sources were immediately taken down, right? Like that sort of a thing. So like, sometimes it's so much better if you just kind of keep the access there and don't be kind of a doorknob about it and blah blah blah. So it's tough. It's tough when you've got a fan base that is loving what you've got. You kind of want to see if you can hook them up. But Nintendo is just the weirdest company for that stuff. Oh, all the way in the chimney. A very realistic chimney. Very, very realistic chimney. Very realistic. That's what my chimney looks like. Nintendo is the common problem. We have to use the pirate versions if you move access to the... Yeah. They're doing that with the... There's some store that is going out, and it's not that console that's the problem, but they had access to other... I can't remember. My wife was telling me about this earlier. But it's something like that the N64 catalog is going away because of something else that uses it. Or that it's like part of. So yeah, eventually that's all that's what's going to be available. Alright, well that's most of this. Oh, lower roof, main roof. Okay, so there's a bit of lower roof. Needs some work. Aye, perfect. A little bit of main roof. It's probably going to be in like a section. Oh, this side. This whole side. It's kind of leaving the smiley face. Now, I will point out one of the levels did have its own smiley face, not mine, and it was really funny to find that. Was this the window you were telling me I missed? Yeah, this is a bit more full. No, it was that frame. Okay, yeah. No ice. Yeah, a bunch of them, it's just all about the angle that you come in from. So I knew this post was attached. 'Cause I had already cleaned that side of it. There we go. Think. Oh, we get most of it. That's good. This extender bit is really quite worth. Oh yeah. Straight in there. That's nice. That gets, that's got reach. That's pretty good. Now, this isn't dinging because of the graffiti below. That was still pretty cool to do. You'd kind of want to leave that. Be all like, I don't know what you're talking about. There was no graffiti. Not a single thing. Nothing that was considered really awesome or cool looking. It's not a Banksy, so yeet. Agreed. The Banksy auction scam, did you have you looked into that one? That one was awesome. One of Banksy's pieces ended up at an auction. And it was this giant clunky chunky frame with a piece. I was thinking it was like a little girl in a balloon or something. Yeah, the shredder. Yeah. Absolutely awesome. Personally, I think it's better after the shredder went off, too. Can we leave the little house? I already know that I can't, but it's funny. Sold! Gavel. Shreds painting. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Oh, and we're 98% too. We've got 5 minutes left on battle. Oh wow, get all of the graffiti. It's still not enough. There's like little bits like this that are gonna have to do too. There. Maybe there's a bit. Oh, I bet you it's above. Okay. It's right in between there. There it is. Very cool. Almost. Oh, hold on. Can't. Oh, it's the bottom of it. I couldn't tell where it was. The ladder is really good, but of course it only goes up so high. But I think it places so much faster and a great deal quieter than the scaffolding. I love how the larger the surface, the less work it is required to clean it. Yeah. So main roof has a little something on it. This is where pressing the dirt button would literally show off any bit of this right here. For example, would show off in like a bright orange. You spend like the whole time kind of looking for that little bit of dirt. And I kind of don't mind this. Ah, see? I kind of don't mind this. I don't find this part frustrating. I've only ever hit the show dirt button by accident. I think it's part of the game. Make it Dark Soulsy, you know? Hard mode, all the way. Right to the edge, too. Yeah, zero issue for my heights. I love it. Ooh, hi there. All the way from over here. Kind of looks like maybe down there. No, okay. Dark Soulsy in the easy game with the easy mode tag. Nothing. Ah, but everything. While we sit here listening to like oboe lo-fi. Oh yeah, definitely hard. People come here for the skills. And they leave going, where were the skills? There's no skills. Nobody needs skills. I didn't see any on this side. It's gotta be an under section like under there, under there. Nope. Ooh. Hey. There's lots. This is all main roof. Yeah. Hey, that looks good. Alright, so 99%. So there's probably like 3 or 4 areas that could use some attention. Oh, like the door frame. Ah. Climb right up here to get the door or the frame. Oh, that's not fair. The ladder gets in the way. Battle. I know, but 99%. All right. To battle. This will be a good one too. Let's get these guys all level 1s. We'll curse them anyway. Let's do. Let's see if we can proper win this. So far, we've been great. Whoa. Yeah. There was a bunch of those, and now there aren't. Oh, I didn't notice you had a Busta. Nicely. That was good. That was good. Because, like, were cut in half? That was good. I didn't even see it come in, though. That's neat. That's neat. Holy heck. There you go. Get some, oh, and a legendary. Yes. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. Done. Break it out. Get some $200 reduce for you. Well, that was super dope. Tomorrow, we get to go and hit a boss chest. So that'll be dope. Wow. Pog indeed. Ghostly sellsword. Mike used a Ghostbuster. Who are you gonna call? Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you for that. I like a good calculated win, if you will. Now, let's see. Probably gonna have a foundation or a timber frame that's gonna be out of whack here. Cool. Lower roof is good. Timber frame is good. Oh, here we are. Yeah. Pretty much most of the foundation needs to be redone. Did we even come through here? There. Are the owners really going to use the magnifying glass to inspect the dirt on the building? Well, at this point, I can hope so. I want to tell you which piece of timber frame was your favorite when I'm done. But otherwise, no, I kind of hope not. Hey. I'm paid. Where is it? Yeah, by the unit. By the unit. So they, you know, if you will, the company that hires me, they pay the bills. That kind of thing. Something like that, I don't know. There's a plot. We're only like marginally paying attention to it. Timber frame. Whoa. Looks like I've never even been to this timber frame before. I don't think I paid any attention to the bottom ones. Timber frame, wall, multi-purpose. Good stuff. Timber frame. Whoa, that windowsill needs it. Lovely. Post, timber frame, and 4 walls. The wood doesn't even look dirty. No, in the case of most of the timber frame, no. And you gotta mouse over the pixel that it takes up. But I also have 4 wall pieces that are dirty. So I'm gonna guess dirty up to the top here, maybe? Oh, right in there. There you go. That'll do it. And then post? No, that's timber frame. Well, we came all the way around. Full circle, peeps. Do I have... Oh, post is one of these. Yeah, it's you, isn't it, you dingus? There it goes. So tree walls and a timber frame. Really? Because my walls look dope. What else constitutes wall? Oh, that one's wall. Yeah, posts were fence. That's good to know. Hey, that's wall 1. Oh. Right, these guys. Dope, dope. There's our timber frame. And then this wall. Oh, this wall? Tell me it's this. Hey, because if it was all the way up there, yeah. So yeah, at any point, you can... Oh, no, there we go. The speed run. Ding, indeed. That's me doing the backside, it doesn't show it. And then I come up over the freaking top. That's just great. At any point, you can look at, yeah, the details. And that's when it tells you there's 9 posts. And you're gonna get 18 bucks because you get $2 a post. So that's kind of cool. Oh, that was the dirt bike. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Forest Cottage. Cool. And then when I come back here, oh, this one here, everything is slats. Everything is wood frickin' slats. Honestly, if we do that one tomorrow, that will take the entire stream. That one is over the top. There's only a few that are that big. There's an amusement park, like an entire friggin' amusement park at a whole subway. I own... Oh, I could have had the Prime Vista. I've been kind of saving for the Prime Vista Pro, but I've got the 1500 and the Urban X, and this is the one that I've been using. This one would go up. The ingrained is nice. But this is the only one that actually does like oily. So I was really kind of pushing for that. And then under equipment, it's all the zinger nozzle, the long extension, and the soap nozzle. And that's it for all of the things. That's all you can get. That's why even though it shows the longer nozzle bit, and the stubbier one, I don't think they exist yet. And then there's cleaning liquids, and then I own the pink clothing, of course. I like how it's got a little jellyfish, and this one just has like the 3 fingers are covered, and then this one has like floral details, and these ones are, you know, fully covered. They look nice. And then I've got the outfit, it's pink. So that's pretty much everything. Oh yeah, and then mods for the one. So I've got the retro. And the Pro only has 1. Yeah, the Pro only has 1. Did not know it was pink. It is pink. It is to be pink. Light red. We'll go with light red. It's like I guess it's borderline purplish fuchsia. Does it just show up bluish to you? The cleaning liquids are, as far as I know, they're one-time use. And they basically, like, it's just a massive stats increase. Clarington was not having a lot of fun on the subway station. Kind of a gray blue, yeah, okay. So yeah, like the subway station is a bunch of small rooms. And then of course the big, huge, and it's massive. It's just stacked. So I think about halfway through she bought cleaning liquid. But yeah, like class cleaner, metal cleaner, or multi-purpose, stuff like that. Oh, I didn't even notice numbers of them in stock too, whoa. And then that way it made the level so much faster. So what I'll probably do, no wait, hold on. Career mode. Oh, I'd have to do both of these to be able to afford my my Pro. So that's not too bad. No, that wouldn't even do it, would it? 400. No, yeah. I'd have $60. That's good. I'm not good at quick math, but I think if I do those two, we could have the Pro, and then we could clean the treehouse tomorrow night on stream. There we go. That's not too bad. And then, if you'd like, we could do co-op. If anybody else has this, we can jump in, clean a treehouse together. I'm not the best with numbers. Words are hard, but I'm definitely not the best with numbers. Oh, what a fun stream. This was good stuff. Let's go over to this screen. And I'm going to hit the quit on this stuff. Well, what a good night. It was nice to be able to make sure to get all that taken care of. Kai's not still on? He finished his 12, didn't he? Did he finish it semi-recently? I was really hoping. Like, apparently I'm not good with letters. That's the best sentence ever typed. Oh shoot, Hobbit's running. Hobbit's running Elden Ring. I wonder if Hobbit's running Elden Ring with peeps. The Mega Powers episode 2? Whoa. Yeah, Hobbit has not, hasn't been streaming as often. They also have, he finishes 13 about 45 minutes ago. Yo. That's kind of over the top. That's incredible. It looked like he was having just the most amount of fun. Like, just such a great night. We're gonna jump in. Hobbit looks like that they're having an interesting night, but I really like Sarcastic Hobbit. Definitely a good creator. Hasn't been streaming as much in the past few months, so I like to duck in whenever I can. So thank you for being here tonight, Walrus. You as well, for being here. Hopefully you get speedy recovery on your hand. You can get all kinds of... Whoa, when I hit my desk, that really messes with the cam. I get all jittery. And yeah, so don't know what else we're going to play this week, but maybe Monday, Tuesday, if anybody's available, we should try a round of Unrailed. It's remote play, so you don't have to own the game, just have to be friends with me on Steam. So I might show that off Monday or Tuesday. We'll see if we can bring that in. In the meantime, let's pack up some good, fun raid. Feel free to grab a raid message if you'd like. And we'll go say hi to Hobbit. They're currently waving torches back and forth in Elden Ring. Cheers, everybody. Enjoy.